whose eyesight had begun to grow dim, so that he could not see, was lying down in his room. The lamp of God had not yet gone out, and Samuel was lying down in the temple of the Lord, where the ark of God was. And then the Lord called, "Samuel, Samuel." And Samuel said,
Here I am.
and ran to Eli.
Here I am, for you called me.
I did not call you. Lie down again.
God speaks to children. There's the evidence. You don't have to wait until you grow up to share the Bible, the good news about Jesus and his love for us.
So he went and lay down. The Lord called again, "Samuel." Samuel got up and went to Eli.
Here I am, for you called me.
I did not call you, my son. Lie down again.
Now Samuel did not yet know the Lord, and the word of the Lord had not yet been revealed to him. The Lord called Samuel again a third time, and he got up and went to Eli.
Here I am, for you called me.
Then Eli realized that the Lord was calling the boy. So Eli said to Samuel,
Go lie down, and if he calls you, you shall say, Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening.
Listening to God is not easy. Samuel needed Eli's help to realize that God was speaking to him to get ready to listen. People teach us how to recognize God's voice. People like teachers, friends, relatives, camp counselors, even other kids.
So Samuel went and lay down in his place. Now the Lord came and stood there, calling as before, "Samuel, Samuel." And Samuel said,
Speak, for your servant is listening.
Then the Lord said to Samuel, "See, I am about to do something in Israel that will make both ears of anyone who hears of it tingle. On that day I will fulfill against Eli all that I have spoken concerning his family from beginning to end. For I have told him that I am about to punish his family forever for the sin that he knew about, because his sons were talking against God, and he did not restrain them. Therefore I swear to the house of Eli that the sin of Eli's family shall not be paid for with sacrifice or offering forever." So Samuel lay there until morning, and then he opened the doors of the house of the Lord. Samuel was afraid to tell the vision to Eli. But Eli called Samuel and said,
Samuel, my son,
Here I am.
what was it that God told you? Do not hide it from me. May God do so to you and more also if you hide anything from me, all of all that he told you.
So Samuel told him everything and hid nothing from him. And then Eli said,
It is the Lord. Let him do what seems good to him.
God gave young Samuel a very difficult message about priest Eli's family. Can you imagine Samuel tiptoeing around the temple trying to avoid Eli? Eli also now has been given sad news about his priest's family. That Eli's sons have been bad priests, and that Eli didn't stop them. And now God will punish the family by not allowing anyone to ever be a priest again. God had entrusted a difficult message to a kid. that sink in. And Eli listened to the kid with respect. I imagine Samuel must have remembered Eli's responses to the message with awe for the rest of his life.
As Samuel grew up, the Lord was with him and let none of his words fall to the ground. And all Israel from Dan to Beersheba knew that Samuel was a trustworthy prophet of the Lord.
In this story, God speaks through a voice that young Samuel can hear with his ears. But God speaks in other ways too. Sometimes when we're scared or sad, we feel God very close to us, helping us be brave. Sometimes when we're outside and we see something that God has made and we feel God loving us, sometimes we have a feeling deep inside that God wants us to do something to take care of another person. Well, I've got a little